Hey guys, welcome back. It has been 2 months since the last time I posted, and I have reasons, but before we get into that, please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and notify me that you enjoy watching my content. Also, hit the bell icon, notifies you whenever a video comes in, and you can also join the fire fan. Comment down below your favorite color, and do you like coffee? Okay, so the reason why I've been gone is because I had COVID. So during Christmas, I got invited for Christmas to hang out with some friends of mine, my boyfriend's family, and people that he lives with. At the time, I spent 7 hours in a car ride because there was traffic, it was raining, and it was like really foggy. A very uncomfortable ride, but I nervously laughed and ignored it. That night, I didn't really sleep well because I was really uncomfortable. It was just a new place, new scenery, and I wasn't ready for it. Because I have a special routine, and my boyfriend didn't like the routine because it was very fidgety for him. But it was just my routine that I just never changed. So, the next morning, his alarm goes off 3 times at 5 a.m. I'm asleep, finally getting to sleep. I finally got to sleep at maybe 4 in the morning. And then his sister was sleeping on the couch, and Johnny, Ray, and my boyfriend were up. And I finally got to sleep. I was resting, and then he comes a couple hours later, around 8, he comes in and starts getting on his phone and bringing out his computer, and I was like, well, now I'm up, might as well get things going. So I started to get ready, and then he starts playing Call of Duty. His sister asked us to help clean up, and I said, what do you need help? Even though I'm a guest, I'm willing to help. I know how it is to pitch in. And she said, you don't have to, but can we get my boyfriend to help? But he didn't want to help because he thinks he didn't need to help, but his clothes were still in his duffel bag because he was coming back from basic, and it was just in a bad mood, I guess. So we wanted to go to Kohl's because we need to get some last minute Christmas shopping done, and his sister works at Kohl's, so she would get a discount. And so I was like, okay, I'll go with you. We all go there, and then for some weird reason, my boyfriend is in a bad mood and leaves, not telling us where he's going or why he's mad or why he's in a bad mood. He just left. So we had just finished up shopping around maybe 11, 12, and we were like, let's go to the mall, get 2 more things, and then we'll be done. We invited him to come with us so that Ray can come pick him up and we can go to the mall. So we went to the mall, we hung out. He was still in a bad mood. My boyfriend was just not feeling it, and he was on his phone and ignoring us and trying to ruin our good mood, and we weren't having it towards the end. And Marie, his sister, was like, no, you need to do this, and trying to basically telling him what he's doing wrong and try to correct it because it's ruining everybody's day and everything. And then I told him that he wasn't really having, we got into an argument that morning because his sister told me that he spent $700 on COD points, Call of Duty points, and instead of paying for his own plane ticket back to basic. So we were kind of I was more heated about that also, but he was just ruining the trip by his bad mood. And so I was very vulnerable because I started getting tears in my eyes, and I was trying to keep it together, but I was so frustrated with him that I just started crying. And I went down the escalators and sat in a corner where it was nobody there. And Johnny, bless his soul, he came down and was like, "What do you want to do? Do you want to go home? Do you want to stay? Do you want to talk? What do you want to do? I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to be honestly there for you." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell him. If he can't straighten up his act, I'm breaking up with him. I can't do this. So I went back up. He said, okay, I have your back. And so I went back upstairs, told him that, and he just stood there silent. And Marie looked at me, and I looked at Marie, and I was like, whatever, let's just go back to the apartment. We can pick something out at home. We can have dinner at home, whatever. Just, can we go back? And she's like, yeah, let's go back. He walked home because we wouldn't let him in the car. Also, there was no room. We fit 5 people in a 2-door car. It was crowded as hell. We went back to the apartment. I then started getting really upset, and they're like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'm done. So I literally destroyed his Christmas gift that I spent hours making for him. And I was like, he doesn't deserve it. Why does he deserve something that I worked hard on when he doesn't want to be an adult? So I said, no. And then Marie was like, are you sure? Like, this is it. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done. He can't be an adult. He can't be with me. He came home. We got into an argument. And I was like, you're not listening. And he's like, I'm listening now. And I'm like, where were you yesterday when you were in a bad mood? And today when you were in a bad mood? Where were you? And he was speechless. I was hysterically crying. I hate being vulnerable. And I was vulnerable in that mall, crying because my fiance didn't know how to be a person that I needed at the time. And everybody else had to pick me up, and the only person that didn't pick me up was my fiance. So I called off the engagement Christmas Eve. I broke up and said, fuck it. I went home Christmas Day. My sister came to pick me up. She was going to our house to spend the weekend. So she came, picked me up, and we went home. I grieved for a couple of days, and then I got over it and just said, fuck it. I got COVID the week after I got back. 31st, I got COVID. I was sick for 2 weeks. I still am kind of sick, but I have a sinus infection. So I had COVID and a sinus infection at the same exact time. And I was screwed. I was on antibiotics that weren't working, and I was taking all these different types of medication to make it work. And it wasn't. So I finally got over COVID recently. My 2 weeks been up. And I still kind of feel sick, but it's more like the sinus infection than it is COVID. And it's just like, that happened. I couldn't make the video because I was sick. I literally was on bed rest for 2 weeks. I was having a hard time sleeping during the night because I kept coughing my head off to the point I almost threw up. And I was wheezing, and I was taking treatments. I was doing all these things to help me get better. And every time I wanted to make the video, I couldn't, because every time I talked too much, I would start coughing again. And I felt bad, and I didn't want to be the type of person to be sick on camera. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait till I'm actually better so I can get you guys to fully understand why I hadn't posted. I posted on my kids' channel, but it was really hard because I had to drink a lot of water because I kept coughing every once in a while, and I felt bad, but I really needed to get videos done, and you guys deserve it. Like, you're me. Well, you're not me, but you're a part of me. And I felt bad that I wasn't posting, but I didn't want to feel bad enough where I was not getting better. So I'm back. this year is going to be the best year, and I'll make sure I post as much as I possibly can to respectfully. I have ideas on my phone, so this is going to be great. So I know this video is really short, but I just wanted to give you guys a catch up so that you guys know that I did not abandon you and I did not leave you behind. I love you guys, and you guys are my heart and my soul, and I swear, bless the gods, I wouldn't have made it through without A, medication, but B, Johnny and Marie and Ray and Marcus. I would not have made it through this hard breakup / calling off my engagement without you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. I don't know what that is. Bye.